Hi, this is Elizabeth Rose from the Jewish Historical Society, and I'm really happy to be at the Charter Oak Cultural Center in Hartford here with Rabbi Donna Berman, who's the Executive Director of the Charter Oak Cultural Center. And the Cultural Center is located in the building of Congregation Beth Israel. It was the first synagogue to be built for that purpose in the whole state of Connecticut, and it's a very beautiful place. When this building was dedicated in 1876, it was a big celebration in the city of Hartford that included, at times it seemed like the whole city had come together to celebrate this establishment of this congregation in its new beautiful building. The synagogue was also the first to become a member of the new Reform movement in the 1870s and to make changes to try to modernize aspects of Jewish worship and ritual. Beth Israel was worshipped in this building here in downtown Hartford until 1936 when they moved out to West Hartford. And the building was used by a Baptist church, but by the 1970s it had been sitting empty for a number of years and was in danger of being demolished. So an organization of Jewish leaders came together to try to save the building and to transform it into a vibrant, multi-ethnic cultural center that would serve the city of Hartford. So Donna, can you tell us a little bit more about what happens at the Charter Oak Cultural Center today?
Well, thank you. Thanks so much, Elizabeth. It's so nice to have you here. Yeah, we do the work of social justice through the arts, because for me, at the center of Judaism is this commitment to tikkun olam, to repairing the world. And the arts are just such a wonderful way to engage people in a non-threatening way. And so we do the work of social justice through the arts in three ways. We have performances in the sanctuary space, and we never turn anybody away for lack of funds, and we deal with burning kind of social justice issues and celebrate multicultural arts here. And so the arts become accessible to everybody, and people get to come here and learn about each other, which is, the basis for peace and understanding and all those things. Even more so now than 20 years ago when I started here. And then we have a Youth Arts Institute, which is a school for Hartford kids and greater Hartford kids who otherwise would not be exposed to the arts. And so there's no tuition fee. All the materials are free. So this is for kids who otherwise would not be engaging in the arts. And it's really sophisticated arts instruction in dance and visual arts and writing and poetry and of course music. And it's just that we have 1,000 kids who are part of our Youth Arts Institute, and we just bought the building next door, and we did that so that we'd have more classrooms because we always have a waiting list of kids, and this way we'll be able to accommodate more kids. So we do our Youth Arts Institute here at Charter Oak and at several locations, usually about 7 locations throughout the city. But now here at Charter Oak we serve about 250 kids, and we're going to be able to double that with the new building. So we're really so excited about that. And the third thing we do is we have 3 programs for the homeless community. We started Connecticut's first street paper, which is a newspaper written by homeless people, people experiencing homelessness, and it's called Beat of the Street. So it's BOTS. So we call it our bots. We call it bots. And every month we publish 5,000 copies of it. And people who write for the paper get paid for their published submissions. And we also hire about 11 people who go throughout the city and distribute the papers for us. So that's a little bit of a different model than other cities, but that's what we were comfortable doing here in Hartford. The second program we have is called Eats of the Street. And this involves us putting these large pots of organic vegetable plants on the streets of Hartford. And when the vegetables are ripe, anybody in need can pick the vegetables for free. And we hire and train people in the homeless community to take care of the pots, and then artists paint the pots. So we always say it's food, Eights of the Street is food, jobs, and art for Hartford. And we call the pots Bots Pots.
That's okay.
Yeah. And then we have a school for people who are experiencing homelessness called the Bots Center for Creative Learning. And people, in order to graduate, people need to take 12 courses, and each course is 8 classroom hours. So it's 96 classroom hours, which is a big commitment for someone without the stability of a home. And when they graduate, we give them a laptop, and they're eligible for a full scholarship to Goodwin University.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, and most of those classes are arts-based. So that's how we do the work of social justice through the arts.